all awake. Good afternoon. It's still afternoon. This is the House Appropriations Committee. It is Friday, March 20th, 2026. It is 5:30 p.m. and we are on the home stretch of the budget. Grady is back with more language, and I'm going to turn it over to you, Grady. What do you have for us?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Grady Nixon, Joint Fiscal. So on the first page here, this is something that the Joint Fiscal Office realized may be necessary. In Act 27, there was language related to the reduction of federal funds.
Do we have this? Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just not finding it. All right. This is the 5:07 p.m. Thank you.
Yes, correct. So in Act 27, there was language relating to the reduction of federal funds and what the Secretary of Administration should put forward as a proposal to the Joint Fiscal Committee in the event of such reductions, and also suggests utilizing the $50 million appropriation in Act 27, Section B1101B2. That language, as it was in Act 27, only applied to fiscal year 2026. So essentially what this language does is continue that authority and that structure for addressing federal fund reductions in fiscal years 2027, 2028, and 2029.
Thank you. We did want to continue to get that information beyond 1 year. Everybody okay with that? Okay.
On page 4, so this is the updated language from Legislative Council on the high-end system facilities for youth. So I would just flag for the committee where it says on line 8, 14 bed, that should be changed to 41 bed.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Because it's correctly referring to the entire system of care, not just the beds at the youth campus.
Oh, okay.
So this is the negotiated language on that consultation from AHS or from DCF and BGS to the House Standing Committees of Jurisdiction on the resumption of expenditures pending the written report.
Everybody okay with that? All right.
On page 5, this is the language that Representative Iacovone and Madam Chair flagged that was in the House Human Services letter. And this was revised by Legislative Council. So this language just makes it permissive rather than directive when it comes to this waiver amendment.
Oh, this is about the reinsurance.
Yes.
It was in the healthcare letter.
It was, this is okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Dave, you're okay with this?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
On page 6, this is the House Human Services language relating to HIV/AIDS funding and harm reduction services. So
This reflects the committee's language. Okay. So we fixed it up and we had the right numbers, the right amounts to the right organizations?
yes, so the committee letter had 110,000 going to the AIDS Project of Southern Vermont, and that's just to align with the fiscal year 2026 numbers for Act 74 should be 115. So just increasing that to 115,000.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's the same as what was recommended by House Human Services.
Okay. All right, are you okay with that?
Yeah. On page 8, we sent the Act 167 Wyman report adapted for Dale and DAs and SSAs to Legislative Council for their review. You'll see that the committee's request to include the Department of Health and the Department of Mental Health has been added to this. And then the Office of Legislative Counsel made some tweaks just to reflect that this is a request that Dale look into the engagement process and what that would take rather than actually launch into that engagement process now. So this is just removing some of that language that was in Act 167 when that engagement process was actually kicking off with the language, whereas this is just saying, look into it and let us know what you would need in the future for that.
Right, so it doesn't just send them along to go do it.
Correct.
I don't want them to do that yet, yeah. Mhm. All right.
On page 10, this is the requested addition of the Choices for Care FY 28 budget language. So this directs Dale in FY 28 to present as separate line items the Choices for Care program and skilled nursing facility services.
It's good.
And then on page 11, I would just flag for the committee. This is a rough draft that Rep. Bloomley may be better disposed to speak on than I am. But this relates to the allocation of funding for the supervised visitation program that the committee would have in its budget. So this language will be worked on over the weekend by the Joint Fiscal Office and the Office of Legislative Counsel, but this is substantive representation of the legislative intent for those funds.
So we talked about 125,000, so help me out here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was, maybe it was rounded up on the spreadsheet.
Yes, it was rounded up.
I didn't realize.
1.25 equals 1.2. It's 125,000.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll just make that change. But
Which number would be changed as a result of that?
it's in the middle of the first paragraph. It says 130.
Okay,
So it's just 125, but
we have 130?
We have 130 on the spreadsheet.
No, that's because it's 1.25 rounded up, they do 1.3.
I see.
I just didn't
But if
realize.
we have that,
I didn't realize that.
let's just do 130. It'll be 130, just leave it at 130.
Okay. So this is like, this is,
There's a problem with the spreadsheets, because you don't really know what the number is, right?
this is loosely based on what the language that Human Services had in its letter. But the numbers are different, and I just wanted Katie and Teresa to, figure out what should be in there. So they're working on it. Thank you.
Okay. Lynn,
Okay, you have a whole bunch of dollar signs in here. What are those numbers? Are they already in the budget? Are they existing? The 367 and the,
It's, there are three different sets of funds that flow into this program. One is from the Center for Victim Crime Services, which is at 137.5 that will go to DCF. There's 100,000 in federal funds that's already in the child support office that it goes to this fund, and then our 130,000. That all totals 367.5. And allocated in these ways, subject to the approval of the Chair of Human Services.
okay, yeah. All right. That's what I thought, but I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
And so that's not approved yet. We're still gonna be looking at that one day.
Well, over this weekend, yeah, because we, yes. Yeah, I haven't been able to reach, Chair Wood for those numbers, so. No, she'll be in touch. I will.
okay,
The final thing I would flag for the committee, which is not in this packet, was the mention of the VSAC aspirational
Yes.
initiative, changing the maximum allowable use of their appropriation for that program from 300,000 to 400,000. I believe Representative Kozenska touched base and is supportive of that request.
right, and several of us have talked about it, it's no change to the budget, they've had, but every year their base budget goes up by 3%, but that 300,000 hasn't changed in many, many years, and so they just want to be able to use up to 400,000. So within the confines of their budget, there's no new money, it's just giving them some spending authority and money.
So you won't see that in the packet, but you'll see it in the bill on Monday.
Okay. Okay. Is there any other language that anybody thinks should be in here that they remember that they needed to do? Tiff?
I've already forgotten, is the rental arrears language still in 772? And do we need any language related to that in the budget?
It's my understanding that there will be a one-time appropriation for that
Okay,
in the budget.
All right. Should we have the language for that in the budget too?
It is in there.
The language for the budget?
No, it's in the budget.
The dollar amounts in the budget.
Yeah,
We
but-
want to be sure the language is in the
I just-
budget.
somewhere there needs to be language that describes it, I guess.
I think we should put that in the language in the budget.
So that would come from
72.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so then there's some spreadsheets. So Grady, thank you. Do you think you have everything you need from us at this point?
I believe so, yes. So
Okay.
there will be that addition of the 772 language, and then on that note, also the language from 558 and 938.
Yes. The 558 is the Medicaid stuff going to the HCP services. And what was the other one?
The continuum of.
Okay, that's right. We have a big thing for you to work on. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Grady. So we have Emily next. Why don't we go off live and we'll get back on live in a couple of minutes.